You're a fashion designer, but then you see Vicky James charge millions of naira just for an outfit. And then you're wondering, how did a girl that was charging 5k, 10k in Ajegule now build her brand in such a way that people are now willing to pay millions of naira just to see themselves in her outfit? Let me tell you the backstory of how the whole branding thing started. So Vicky James actually started sewing in one part of her mother's parlor after she dropped out from the university. She will sew clothes, snap it, and then post it online. She was charging like 5k, 8k, depending on the style. She was doing that for a while, but then Vicky James had these big dreams. She wanted to sew for more wealthy people. And then she thought to herself that if she stay in this Ajegule, these people will not come there and meet her. So she saved up some money, about like 400,000. Then she moved to Magodo. When she went to Magodo now, she was sewing there and then she was getting customers gradually. But then Vicky James had these big dreams. She wants to be able to sew for celebrity. She wants anytime that people hear her brand, they will hear luxury. So what she decided to do was to understand branding. So the first thing she started doing was she got her role models. She started associating her brand with luxury. She will sew clothes. Even if she don't have clients, she will sew clothes for herself. She will wear it, she will do makeup, she will do hair. She will snap it in such a way that if you see that cloth online, say, you self will know that this cloth is not your mate. Gradually saved up some money. And then she decided that she's going to go and rent in the island. Because she knows that those rich people, when they come and see that her shop in the island, first of all, they will know that she's not cheap. She moved to the island in 2020. Before 2021, Fodi started charging 950k for a bridal dress. She's not doing that in over time. Before you know, before 2025, if you just hear Vicky James, you will not start asking, is she a teller? What you will ask is, Kai, can I really afford this girl dress? And that's how she became the Vicky James we all know today. But then if you look at this story, one thing that she did something they call branding. Now that are sewing your clothes, how can you copy what Vicky James did in your own brand? You have to know how to sew your clothes. Second, you have to have the mindset of who do you want to be your customer? Because the poor man and the rich person cannot be your customer at the same time. What do you have to do and learn so that people will start associating you with that luxury that you want to be known as? If you see Vicky James, what did she do? She started packaging her outfit. If you see Vicky James when she's talking about her outfit, you know that this one will be small money, oh. Minus that, she started taking quality videos of her clothes. She started posting and packaging herself as a very luxurious brand. So that's the same thing you can do. I'm CCG. I'm documenting my journey into becoming a better storyteller and a communicator who can break down complex ideas into simple ones through storytelling.